the Dolphins and the Broncos and Russell Wilson. Kurt, you're going to sit in the Broncos meeting room. You got to get Russ back to cooking. How do you do it?
Well, I tell you what, David, when Russ came over to Denver last year, I know he wanted to prove to everybody he can be a quarterback that plays from inside the pocket, dissect defenses, and get the ball to the right guy. Well, that experience hasn't been the greatest in the early stages. And after 2 games with Sean Payton, I think I've kind of got a feel on how I want to dictate our install. Let's start with the play action. He's very comfortable when we split the field in half. We've got 3 levels. Just read that deep defender on the left-hand side, and then you've got that big, strong, big play arm of Russell Wilson. Okay, the next thing, mirrored routes. Mirrored routes means we've got the same exact concepts on both sides. You can dissect which side you like, get back, read it, and rip the football. This is something that he did really, really well in Seattle. Here, he's going to pick the right side, whether that's based off of the Mike backer turning the other direction, a little wider safety. But look at this. He gets back, puts the foot in the ground, and he lets the ball rip. This is typical Russ Wilson, and that's the kind of way he needs to play. And then the third thing I'm going to do, forget the full field read type stuff for now, or at least for the most part. Let's get into some pure progressions. Doesn't matter the coverage. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. You don't have to think, just get back, process, and throw the football. So those are the 3 things that I would do, David, with my install right now with where Russell Wilson is in this offense.
Yeah, it's great because that's what he's been effective at. He looked very confident in all 3 of those scenarios and looked like he was very effective getting through those reads and threw the ball accurately and on time. So that's great. So if I'm Vic Fangio and I'm sitting on the other side, and I'm the Miami Dolphins, and I know that he's struggled, maybe seeing the field, maybe doing some things. There's a couple things that we can do on the defensive side to maybe kind of take advantage of some of their, inadequacies. So right here is a disguise. So we're going to show, that we have man-to-man coverage across the board. And this guy's playing here at the linebacker position, but actually he's backed up by a safety curtain. As you know, that's pressure, right? And they end up in the Chargers situation right here, leaving an unblocked defender at your quarterback. So I think Vic Fangio can sprinkle in some of this stuff to still play his man coverages on the backside, but maybe take into account that Russ might not see it as well as he has in the past. And here's a 2-shell, kind of the same look that you showed earlier, where you're going to have a mirrored concept. And instead of letting him rip the ball down the seam, what you want to try to do is get depth, kind of make sure that everything deep is taken care of, and then make him check it down, right? And then you got to rally up as a defense and make him go the length of the field because, like you said and like we've seen, they haven't been super efficient. They've been able to hit some big plays, but I don't know if they can go methodically down the field. And then on the other side, you got a man-to-man coverage look essentially down here at the bottom. What I loved last week is what you showed in the install is Jamar Chase getting played in some man coverage into the boundary. This is the same type of look, and I think Vic Fangio feels pretty good about Xavier Howard and putting him in this situation with maybe a Jerry Jeudy and kind of forcing a throw over there to see if they can play, with precision and with some accuracy and some confidence on the offensive side of the ball. So that's how I see it playing out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
David, this is what it's all about, isn't it? Isn't this a cat and mouse every single week? Us trying to get into that install room and go, okay, what's going to work against this defense, or what do we do well? And then vice versa on the other side. Hey, how do we confuse Russell Wilson? It's going to be a great matchup to watch.
It's going to be fun every week. We'll be here. The install, check us out.